Hello, y'all. All my crafty friends again. Um, I thought I would do a flip through of this book that I did while I was making the other book for my boss. I figured while I had all that stuff out, I like to try to get a couple of projects done when I've got certain supplies out. I have to kind of work. I have to get things out and then put things away and drag other stuff out because I just don't have a big workspace. So anyway, and I can't think if I get 5 things around me at one time. I don't know if y'all are like that or not, but anyway, that's way more information than you needed. Anyhow, so I had purchased this book a while back, and my intention originally was to use the pages in this in other kids' books, And then when I pulled it apart and started looking at it, I was like, the images are just too cute and they're big. So if you fold them up for an envelope or whatever, you kind of lose that. And when I started making the other book, I thought, this would be really cute too. I have no idea what the purpose for this one's going to be. I just made it. I had fun making it. If anybody's interested in it, let me know. I'm not sure about kind of posting things like this because this is not an older book. It's relatively new, and I really don't want anybody to come after me, for copyright or anything. But I may give it as a gift. I don't know. But anyway, I had fun making it. So I just, I did the same thing I did on the other. These were little pieces that I had in my stash. This is, and Phaedra, I have so much of your stuff filtered through all my projects. It's just unbelievable. That woman has sent me so many incredible things. And inevitably, every time I make something, there's a piece of her in it. She's become a very special friend to me. So thank you, Phaedra. This is some of her hand... This is some of her hand spun wool, the little blue pieces, and it feels fabulous. Anyway, so I just, some little rickrack and fabric and things like that and some of her wool on here, and then just tied it with this little piece of ribbon, which I love. And I thought I had used all this, and I found this one piece, and I love that. I'd love to be able to find some more of that. But I just took, this was a piece of a quilt, like a square that I had that a while back this lady sent me this huge box of stuff, and this was in it, and I had a really hard time, y'all, cutting up somebody's work like that, but it was so cute, and it turned out really cute on here, and I just wrapped it around. Here, and I left this inside blank, and if I give it to somebody, I'll probably put a pocket or personalize it or something here. But anyway, and then just put, a little piece of paper here and a little heart and a big wood button that I actually ordered from someone on Etsy. And if anybody's interested, just let me know, and I don't have that in front of me, but I'll let you know where I got those. They're really cool. And then once again, I used the scrapbook paper, the larger scrapbook paper, and folded it up to make pockets and just tags and little pieces here and there. Put one of my little cards that Brenda sent me, a little piece of leftover paper to make it like a journaling spot. And this one is a little bit larger too. It's not quite as big. It's like 7.5 by 8 3/4. So it's bigger too. And I made a little mat here so you could put, a photograph here. I reinforced the pages, little fabric and a button. This is a pocket on the side, another little tag, and a lot of these things I already had made. So these are some little fabric pieces that came from, I bought some buttons from Gina over at the Rebookery. I bought 2 of her button kits, and there's some little pieces of fabric and a button that came in that. And that was just a little cutout heart I had, and I just stapled it in to make kind of a little tuck. And put a paper strip here to kind of reinforce this page. Just a plain piece of scrapbooking paper here, and I folded it over and made a tuck. And these were some journaling cards I had out of a paper pack that I've had in my stash for a while. So I'm trying to use those up. And embellishment that I made when I was making some other little boy books. Just a couple of pieces of paper and a star and a little star button. And the little star button, I think, might have been in one of Gina's button kits. I'm not sure. And then I just did some hand faux stitching around the edge. And one of my little, you know, fuzzy paper clips that I made a while back. And then just did the faux hand stitching and white gel pen around the back side. And this one too is very simple. It's not real complicated. Lots of space for pictures. Kind of intended it for it to be either just a straight up journal or, you know, to add pictures, whatever, you know, whatever you want to do with it. Another little fabric tab and a button down here. Another pocket with some tags. And I just love this paper too. This is from a boy, it's a boy paper pack, but I can't remember the name of it. It's stuff that I've had for a while, and it's all mixed up. A paper clip, one of my paper clips that I made here, like a little flag, and a star, and a little piece of fabric, and a brad. And I just took the brad piece off and I hot glued it on there. And that just makes, it's just a little tuck spot here with a little scrap of paper as a little journaling spot and a tag. And then this is a little acetate piece, and I made it like a little tuck spot. But you see the images there? I felt like if I'd have used this for something else, I would have lost that. He's just so cute. Anyway, so the whole story's in here. And I did add little bits of paper here and there just to give it some color. This is a Tim Holtz paper right here, and I just made a big envelope. And then I just put like all the little pieces that were left over, all the little scrap pieces that are left over from making this book, stuck them in here. So whoever gets this can use those throughout the book. And I reinforced these two. And the reinforcers kind of go a little bit over the edge because of the way this book cut. When I cut it, there wasn't a lot of room. So it just kind of ended up that way. But I think it'll hold up because I did it on both sides. And then here's another manila envelope with, I just stapled a little tag. And I glued that down so it's, did I? No, it's right there. So that's the tuck spot too. And then made a little photo mat on this side with a little scraps of some other paper and a little button. Another pocket. Again, really simple. Lots of blank space, you know, a few tucks. Made this a tuck spot, set this piece of paper there. Put this little map envelope pocket here, so you can put something in there. So you can put something in here, and you can tuck behind it, and this is a pocket. And I think I need to go back and I'm going to do some black faux stitching around this one so you can kind of see, because it blends. You almost can't see that's a pocket. So I may do that. Then this is a piece of chipboard. This is probably a piece of cereal box or something that I covered with this really cool, colorful graphic paper that I really love, and put a little fabric tab and a button. And then the back, I covered it with that brown packaging. So I don't know if you can really see it here, but it has a little bit of a texture to it. And then I did the faux stitching around it. Stuck a little tag in here. And then this is another big pocket. And I made a little the little flip here. And I stamped this little dog face and a little scrap and a piece of fabric and a button there. So that's a little photo mat or journaling spot or whatever. And another little paper clip. And then I made a pocket on the back of this, the tag, and did the faux stitching around that again. And there's all the little critters in the basket. And that's the end. And then I put another little strip of paper on here, just to add a little bit more to that blank sheet. And then this is a pocket as well with another fuzzy paper clip. And that's it. I did put another piece of fabric on the back like I did on the front. And that's that one. So I thought I would share. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. And again, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day and doing something fun and crafty, or if it's nice outside, doing something nice outside. It's still cold here. We go from a little bit of spring to back to winter. So I'm gonna keep on crafting until it gets nice and warm outside. But anyhow, I hope everybody's having a great day. Love y'all. Bye.